Hello YouTube, Ronan Kazi, Legendary Summit, 7 directives. So when you go into Summit, you can really customize it. You can go into the elevator and change the settings. You can change the difficulty and change the directives. I'm going to go over the directives, click on each one so you get an idea of the verbiage is down at the bottom of that row. I don't like to run with fragile armor. I don't like to run with Dave & Buster tickets either. Fog of War is okay. Ammo Hoarders is okay. Hard to Earn's okay. Pistolero's okay. No regen's okay. Don't have a problem with any of those. This means that if you use Pistolero and Ammo Hoarders, you can't reload that much. Cool skills means only one skill up at a time. It delays for other one. Pistolero means you get no ammo until you kill someone with a pistol. Scavenge skills, that's Dave & Buster. Special ammo, I do not use because on Legendary it will be Black Tusk and they will make you drop your shield all the time. And then Ragers is okay. You need at least 7 to get one of the challenges. So it's dumb. You either do 2, 4, or 7. Nothing different. And you can pick, the strength. You do it on heroic. I've read some stuff on YouTube where there's no real difference, or on Reddit where there's no real difference in the amount of loot you drop with the amount of directives. It's just XP. I don't know. But I picked those 7s on Legendary, and hopefully I'm going to show you my build. And I'm going to start off with my max DPS build. And I'm going to change my pistol to card 45, which has that skill that gives your skills more. The skill when you shoot something that gives your skills more skill. Jeez, that's a horrible sentence. Anyways, so I'm going to set up here. I'm in a Legendary. Look, I already get shot. I get shot again. And look what's coming, everyone. As soon as you hear the grenade, you need to go. That's death number 1. So there's a couple of skills that are no good in my build on this first build. This build needs both skills running to get momentum and, oh gosh, hide, to get momentum and waveform going. Furthermore, I have perfect shock and awe, which on status effects, I'm not doing status effects. So this build is less than. So that's the first thing, is going into Legendaries with not the right build. Number 2, I'm way too forward out. I should bring them into me, right? This is the number 1 problem. That's problem number 2. At the rate I'm going, this is going to be a short video. Problem number 2 is you're too aggressive in a Legendary. So now waveform can work. And momentum works automatically. Hey, it looks like I'm doing pretty good. Here's the problem with this map. Where do you put your turret? This is same with problem number 2, problem number 3. You don't understand where, problem number 3, you don't understand what you're supposed to be doing on the map. This is the wrong place to play. Number 2, how about my situational awareness on the right? What's going on the right? And if I'm going to run back here, what's going to protect me? Nothing. So bad placement on the turret, not knowing the map. Horrible. You can tell I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I want. I want to push, but I don't have the build to push. And so a legendary build, you can see my health's taking a long time to come back. A legendary build, especially if you're going to solo, you're going to have a lot of recovery built into it. But some of you are saying, well, what if I do more damage? And I want you to think about this. If you're a striker build, how are you going to get your stacks shooting the pistol? If you're a heartbreaker, how are you going to get your stacks? Right, so part of the problem in this particular scenario is, you know, just how the starting is. And here comes death number... No, look at me surviving. Look, everybody, I'm going to survive. Oh, gosh. Here's the other problem with skill builds in the legendary. There's death number 2. So I've changed my build at this point. I've gone to my tank build. This has a Ridgeway, which puts a bleed. Here's some other problems with this build. If I'm going to use a pistol, and I know it's Pistolero, I need to have the piece that gives you 20% damage on a pistol, right? The other problem I have here is this is a cardinal sin. I think this is sin number 4 we're on. Cardinal sin. I am doing my expertise with an Orbit pistol, which is not a bad pistol. I normally exclusively use D50s. So you've seen 2 runs now where I'm not using my D50. Why does it matter, you say? Because I use Liberty all the time, and I use D50 as my standard running pistol, I'm used to the characteristics of firing that pistol. Nothing wrong with this Orbit, except it does no damage. It's like half the damage of a Liberty or a D50. The other thing you get with Liberty in all these builds is on headshots, it'll recharge your shield. And that's a key thing. That's a redundancy that's built in. Having redundancy in your build in a legendary is good. So I'm on this map again, and I'm going to make number 5. Again, there's a problem with number 2. I now know the map, but I'm pushing too far forward. And look, a guy got behind me. And now we're in trouble. Where are you going now, Ronan? And it's a Christmas story that I use. It's usually when I say thank you, YouTube, for subscribing, liking, sharing, hitting the bell. But we press on. Some of the nice things about Deflector, it uses their damage against them, and you can also proc Ridgeway. So on some heroics, when I jam a spawn and everyone shoots me, they put a bleed on them and I heal better. But here's the negatives with this. I'm not getting any of that Ridgeway on a dog. And kind of the key, I got a 20% recharge on this shield. 20% regen because of the expertise. All right, on the rifle dogs, they have a thing on their head that you can hit that will disable them. Right there. You can also hit their hip joints and give you a little reprieve. And so if you had a Heartbreaker Striker, you might change. You might have, the Dave and Buster tickets for skills isn't so bad. It's just bad when you're starting off. You could probably get some kills going and pick some tickets up and then get your stuff going then that way. It's not so bad. If I had to go more, I'd pick probably tickets. And so you see my health comes back pretty decently. And the shield, I have Artificer, however you say it. In reality, this is probably the right place to fight this battle from because the people drop on top, down on you. The other thing I want you to think about on all these tank builds when I'm doing legendary, half the people are not yellow, so I'm wasting 6 mods. So that's number 6. Might be a number 1, you don't have the right build. But think about if I had more crit hit or crit damage. It'd make the pistol even more powerful. So it appears as if I'm in a groove now. Okay, here's the problem. Can anyone tell me what the problem is? Don't know the map. Got to cover too wide of a spot with the map. I see the Chunga. I should engage a Chunga at a farther distance because I will use its bullet to kill it. Chungas are easy to kill. Except when? Anyone? Someone? Bueller? Anyone? When they put their hive on you because it goes through your shield and attacks your health. And wait for it. So I now put Catharsis on instead of, you might have to pause that and look back. So I changed my build to have Catharsis, which means I cannot move, but I can get healed. So let's see how this goes. Again, poor positioning. So I'm counting them from right to left. I should go on the left side of this, not the right. I'm exposing my back. That's now they're just number 1, number 2, number 3. There's the Catharsis heal. So I got to get shot. I forget how many times it is. Now the good thing about Catharsis, in theory, it's supposed to go up to 30 and give me more damage on my weapon. And with Liberty, it goes up to 30 stacks until I head. So I should be putting out way more damage. You can see I'm putting out 735, 800. So Catharsis in that respect is a great addition to this piece. I have to play different though. And you're going to see, don't know my build. So there's Catharsis going off. Here's where I failed. I let someone go behind me, normally deadly, but with Catharsis, it's okay. Okay, so now I found my build. Now we're going to do it. Since I'm just going to stay in place, if I can kill that, well, look at Catharsis healing me. Now I really got it. Look, I have I've earned 220 rounds, and here I'm going to waste them on dumb. This is sin number 7, wasting ammo. A lot of people would always say to me, how come you don't reload? When you reload in this, when you haven't used a full clip, you just lose the excess ammo. And look, I've wasted that ammo that I should have been just beating those drones with a pistol. There's Catharsis. The one benefit also of Catharsis, then I can have a chest piece that has Unbreakable on it. Look at me advancing. Well, if I have Catharsis, all I got to do is camp inside there and flip that, and we're in like Flynn. All I got to do is stand still. I can stand still. Getting flanked, put my back to the enemies. That's never good. Catharsis is going off. There's too many people on me. Catharsis doesn't heal fast enough. Gives me a sense of overconfidence. And they're too spread out. Again, don't know the map and playing too far forward. It's just obvious. Death number 4 and scene. So I say, give it one more try. That was just me being not so smart. Well, I didn't. I changed my build. This is my... I'm doing a DPS build. Now, you're going to see this is mistake number 8, Deadly Sin. I still have my shield and Artificer up. I put Artificer down. This is my build that has high healing and DPS. So now I fucked up, right? So I don't know my build, and I'm not ready. I've rushed in. No one's rushing me. I rushed myself. Now I got to switch that to heals. And while I'm here, I got to look, see if anyone's on me, and I got to switch my shield. So, the first thing, my skills were going to kill people. The second thing, my tank was going to kill it. Now it's going to be my DPS. But here's the problem. My DPS is still with... I only have 250 runs. My DPS is still with... a pistol. Anyone know which rifle is the best rifle to use in these situations? Baker's dozen. Because what it does, every miss from in cover refunds your bullet. So you're only going to get hits on people. And you can just blind fire, which keeps them in cover. But do I have that weapon? No. That's like number 9 now. I said in an earlier video that I did the other day that when I did this video, it's obvious to see all the mistakes I'm making. Just pull them into you, right? I gotta wait. But sometimes you're like, what, I can't kill one sniper? So here's the problem, right? My health comes back fast. I have recharge. I have Unbreakable. So now I don't need Catharsis. Although Catharsis is really powerful, I can't get hit that many times. So now it's a bad piece. The thing about the Division 2 that it makes you choose pieces, and you want to combine builds. That's why everyone's enamored with the Ninja Backpack. That's why in the Division I use the Ninja Backpack, because I take the best of both builds. If it ever works, it's going to be great. I don't want to do a workaround. I just want it to work. So I'm going to try and change to a weapon that has a little more DPS, because now I don't have Ridgeway. I don't need a bleed. And this weapon is good, but the problem is it has a lot of kick, so it's not as... And there's Death 5. This is normally when I say thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, getting notifications. So I like this build. I have everything fixed now. And I think I've changed at this point. I have like a Mark 16, I think. And a lot of times people think it's the guns. Guess what, folks? Oh shit, that's right. I'm gonna have to use a pistol. So I spent all that time modding it, doing all that stuff. Again, not paying attention to what I'm doing. It's like that's the build before. Not looking at my rear, I'm in a bad spot. I check once. Cover to cover move. No, you can't. No, you can't, sir. So now I'm getting a little momentum. I'm like, yeah, I can do this. This build is superior. Oh gosh. So maybe instead of having two things, maybe if I had shock traps or a decoy might have worked better as a skill. The other thing you got to think about in your skills, what are the faster recharging skills? You don't have a lot of skill power. And also, while I'm soloing, I could have had the backpack where you pick up the pieces. That is another fundamental mistake. Probably in this build, what would be better, because this build is a build that I use with a shotgun when I run legendaries, so it has creeping death. I don't need creeping death now. I'm not going to use the shotgun. So again, I should have used a backpack, not the ninja one, but the other one for right now. That would have given me more armor. That would have given me more skill and kept my firepower the same. So again, not knowing what you're doing. And so when I'm running in a legendary with no directives, I would be jammer pulsing these guys and have a turret out on the floor, and it'd be done, and it'd be easy. And that's what I do on legendaries when we're playing the, Capital, District Union, Roosevelt, Manning, or Tidal Basin. So I'm going to get poor shooting on my part. I'm shooting where he was, and here it comes. I got to worry about two people. So now I'm going to try this build. Nope. Am I going to use a ninja backpack? I put a ninja backpack. So I got a little more armor, but I don't know if it works. You see a lot more healing. One thing when a grenadier's got on you, if you strafe, you can make them not shoot where you are. You can make them shoot away from you by indicating or feinting. F-E-I, not F-A-I. And you see this build's pretty stout because the healing is just overpowered. This makes me wonder sometimes if I have because I have a lot of repair in this and I have some blues. I need to farm like some perfect sets of this. One of them is Alps and one of them is RK. I got 3 red improvised with the yellow damage reduction, but I'm never fighting yellows. Well, this guy I am. See, it's nothing. Well, it's something. And that's the problem with having some of that stuff, is that you feel overpowered. I want to really say thank you for watching this. Legendary 7 directives is it's tough. It's not impossible. A lot of these deaths are avoidable. And so why do you do this? Why do you play legendary? You're testing yourself. Or in your group, maybe your clan, you're putting your clan, because any content after this is just easy. I know I've been doing a lot of division content. I got some newer stuff coming back, but Destiny, I'm trying to get up to 1800. Swodar crashed one time. I finally got to go through, so I got to do that video. And I still got some more. Wait for it. No, no, no. Not lucky number 7.